during our networking time. All right, next I'm going to invite up Holly Duckworth, our lovely recent speaker.
On behalf of the Board of Trustees, I have the honor of serving on the board here at Mile High. I just want to say to those of you who this is your first time, you are welcome here. And if there is anything we can do to support your business or your spiritual path or journey, don't hesitate to reach out to me or anyone on the board. Or if somebody raised their hand next to you that said, I come here every Sunday, and you're curious about what happens here on a Sunday or a Wednesday night, reach out to them, because we would love to introduce you to our community here. So it is my great honor to introduce to you my friend, what I actually call my brother, my adopted brother, my chosen brother, Anthony Prichard. And when I was thinking about what to say about Anthony, I came back to his initials, AP. And when you think of Anthony Prichard, I want you to think of these two words, because he embodies them. He lives them, and he shares them. And those two words are amazing possibilities. Amazing possibilities. Whenever you're looking for an amazing possibility for yourself or for your business, I want you to pick up the phone and call Anthony. I moved here 4 years ago, and my life completely changed. I didn't know anyone here. And I met Anthony here on campus, and he has been my amazing possibility. If I need to know what's going on in town on Friday night, I call Anthony. If I need a chiropractor, I call Anthony. If I need a videographer, I call Anthony. Do you see a theme here? Anthony has built an amazing community here. This is the largest audience we've had at BHS in many, many months. That's ever, the largest audience we've had ever. And that's because of this man and the amazing possibilities he creates. He is here today to teach us innovative strategies for using our smartphone to create powerful videos that will be the amazing possibility in your life. He wrote a book called 3 Simple Steps to Selling on YouTube. How many of you want to double your followers on your YouTube channel? Don't just listen to this man, act on what he is about to tell us. It is my privilege to introduce my friend, my brother, and Mr. Amazing Possibilities, Anthony Prichard.
Thank you, Holly Duckworth. I really appreciate that. And I'm really grateful to see all of your faces out there in the crowd today. It really shows me that I'm, following what I was encouraged to do by being and participating here at BHS. My belief that video on the internet is the most powerful tool for businesses on earth. And I know that's true for you as well. And today, I've got an agenda to show you the storyboard, what to say and what order to say it in. Then I've got some pieces of the storyboard I've already created, and 2 that I'll create with you here today. I'll show you some more great smartphone apps that you can use to create these videos, so get out your pen and paper to take notes. I didn't have a flyer to hand out, but you'll see me use them. We're going to edit that video in person on my smartphone, and I'm going to project the video up onto the screen. We're going to use a graphics tool to help you create a beautiful thumbnail so that you can capture all of the free advertising that YouTube already gives you. And at the end, we're going to publish that video and put it up on the first page of Google for the best business networking group in Denver. How's that sound? So if we can do it here in person in 30 minutes, you can do it for your business. And I say by just spending 30 minutes a week to create this 1-minute video, you can generate 1 to 2 leads every day for your business. And I know because I do it for myself. And that's what BHS has again encouraged me to do, is just to show you all how to do that for yourself. Who was it that asked me? I think it was Christopher Holgate, your president. He's like, so Anthony, how does this work? Let me see, let me get this right. You're a videographer, you teach people how to do this for yourself. Where does that leave you? You're one and done? What's up? And no, it's because any marketer will agree that client-created content will always be the best. It'll have more personality, more character, more authenticity, and more transparency. And then if you learn how to do that for yourself, I can do my job better, which is putting it in front of the right people. And you'll never want to learn how to do this, because AdWords is just too big of a nightmare. I've been spending 3 or 4 years learning how to do it, and I know like this much out of this much. So I think this is the foundation for every business to be a better video spokesperson and to connect with the person that they can serve the best. And the first step is understanding that you're not going to please everyone with these videos. And you can't. You can't really hope to create a video that everyone. I think that's the first step, is understanding that you're going to offend some people naturally, and that's a good thing. First of all, those people are never going to be a client of yours anyways, and you know the saying, if you don't have haters, not trying hard enough. Great. Okay, so the first step then is the storyboard. And you might want to take out your phone and take a picture, run up here if you need to. I can send this to you if you don't get it. But this is really a formula that I've developed and proven over and over again that helps me to make a 1-minute video. And it starts with the hook. The hook, you have 5 seconds to tell people what you're about and why they should watch the video. And this actually translates into my sales experience when I was in telecom. Back in 2002, I would pick the phone up 60 times a day, and I would call business owners, and I would have like 15 seconds to really tell them why I was on the phone and why it was important for them to talk to me. If not, it was a click, goodbye, try again. And there are still people doing this, but this practice is pretty much dying or already dead. And I replaced it with the video because it allowed me to put this creativity and ingenuity and effort and energy into this one-minute video. And it would live on forever. It would continue to generate new introductions for me, and then it would just allow me to connect with people who were a good fit. And I was okay with the video being watched by people who it wasn't a good fit for, because, you know, I didn't have to spend any time at all to get that rejection, and it wasn't in my face either. It was just passively, they watched it and said, nope, not for me, fine. So it's going to be a good fit for 20 to 30% of the people that watch it, not everybody, right? The hook is intended to dismiss 90% of the people who the video's not meant for. You know, if we were trying to advertise a business networking group, think about the population that we sit in. It's not going to be for the people who work for corporate. They're just not even going to waste their time to watch this video. But for entrepreneurs, for small business owners, yeah, that might be worth their time to spend a minute in there. So think about that hook. It also works really well in these advertising platforms. You know that little skip button that comes up on YouTube when you see those 5-second videos? After 5 seconds, you can skip it. So you only got 5 seconds. Next is the brand placement, and this rolls back to my business management days at Adams State College in Alamosa. Marketing 101 says that we don't have trust built with someone until we've been able to make an impression on them 7 to 9 times. And so our job then is to continue and hit our Facebook followers with a brand. What's our logo look like? And is it congruent with our color scheme? And do they recognize it when they come up? Do they know what it stands for? So brand placement is a great thing to come right after the hook, because at that point they're already in. And you can build up that 7 to 9 impressions that you need in order for them to trust your brand. Next, the pain. Why do we put the pain in there? Well, because it's a great thing to build a bridge with. You know, we're trying to build trust. we're trying to build a common ground. And if we can both experience something that's very memorable, then we can be more familiar and build that know, like, and they say there's 4 things that humans remember more than anything else. And one is things that are gross, like gory, like bloody. Another is things that are embarrassing, sexual, or painful. So if we use this thing that people remember the most, and we assimilate that we have similar experiences, then we've got something in common. That pain, yeah, I know that. Yep, that's a nod. You know, you're in sales, you're trying to get yeses, multiple yeses and nods. And if we can find something that we have in common, like a pain, then we're off to the right foot. And all of a sudden, we're agreeing on something already. Next is the USO. A lot of people start off their videos with this, the wrong way. Hi, my name's Anthony Prichard. Well, I don't care who you are. I want to know what this video is for me. But after you've hooked them, after you've agreed that you have something in common, then it's okay to say who I am. My name's Anthony Prichard, and I'm a video spokesperson, and I'm here to be unique in this one way. How am I so unique that nobody else has the same brand as me? So that's what comes in next. How are you different than everyone else? Finally, it's time to call to action. I've seen, just by the body language of this person on camera, that there's enough things we've got in common that I'm thinking this might be a possibility we could work together. What do I do next? And that action has to be something that you provide in value that they can easily consume. And what comes next is the rest of the sales funnel that you develop. Do you give them something in return for them giving you your email, their email? Now we're starting to build this relationship further and further. And that happened after just one video. Now, it's not an instant sale, but it is one step down the sales funnel. At the very top of the sales funnel is introductions. And we don't get to have conversations with anyone, no matter what, unless we've first been introduced. And these videos can help us make hundreds, thousands, tens of thousands of introductions. Next, we can have the conversations, and that's where they're commenting, they're liking on our posts. We're exchanging messages back and forth. Maybe we're exchanging emails back and forth, phone calls. These are conversations that are happening today. Next is negotiations. What do you do? Oh, thanks. What do you do? Oh, how can I support you? Oh, I know a good lead for you. These are negotiations. This is already 3 levels down. Next, at the very bottom, are transactions. So sales don't happen in one click, which people would prefer. You know, they happen actually 4 levels deep, and that can happen in 3 minutes, 3 hours, 3 days, 3 months, 3 years, or 30 years. It's up to them. We have to let them decide at the very end. Because it is up to them. But if we provide enough value, provide enough evidence that we can provide results, then we can ask for that transaction. Sound good? Okay, so the video that I have created here is up, and I'm going to share my screen with you so that I can show you some of these clips that I've created. Let's see. I'm going to refresh this because it doesn't look like it's registering. Oh yeah, got to press the start button. Let's see if we're on the same. Let's refresh this. It's the same number. Okay, and I've got to be on the same Wi-Fi, CC Link 2 here, and oop, that's the problem. So when you use this little app, which is a free app, by the way, Your computer and your phone have to be on the same Wi-Fi frequency.
What app is that, Anthony?
It's called Screen Mirror. It's the one here in the middle of my screen on the left. And this lets me teach anyone how to use these apps in my phone. So one of them is called Legend. And at the end of my video, I would like to call people to action to join us. So then I just press the play button in the middle, and now I've got different ways that I can explain how, graphically, people can join us. So I was looking at these earlier. These are our colors, right? Purple. And this one I really liked. That was cute. Join us. That's cute. Great. And so then I just press this download button right here, and I can save it as a GIF, because that'll play over and over again in social media, or as a video. And boom, there it is. It's in my gallery.
What app is that?
This is called Legend. L-E-G, Legend. Okay, so next, you've seen me with this. This is the thing I had to invent because I couldn't find anything that did what I wanted it to do. And you know what Albert Einstein said, if necessity is the result, invention is the result of necessity. And when I was in general construction, I was using ladders. There was construction material all over the place, but I was having to show how to install a cabinet or a sink, or underneath the sink, to install the garbage disposer. And, the tripod wasn't going underneath the sink with me. But this is going anywhere I want it to go. And it's given me the ability to extend so that I can show the roof or the gutter or it's not a drone, but it's pretty close, right? So I love this thing. And based on what is out there on the open market, this is the least expensive production studio, and it's the most portable, the most flexible, and yeah, this when they're new. I can't sell from the stage, you know that. Okay, so then I'm going to make these two clips in the storyboard that are missing. And one of them is the unique service offering, and the other one is the call to action. So the first one I'm going to make is going to be me standing in front of the crowd, and I'm going to turn the slide off for this one. And the last one, I'm going to be walking through the crowd to tell them to join us, and everyone will maybe stand up and ask them to join us with me. Okay, so this production studio comes with a lavalier microphone. And, is that my pocket? Are you guys checking out my pocket?
We are so checking out
What's going on? Okay, so that's really distracting, huh? Oh, you know what? It's trying to project the camera on there. I'm going to have to stop this this screen mirroring app right now. Too many things at one time. And this is like the first time I've given this new talk. But I love that I can experiment with you guys, try new things. Thanks for letting me do that. Okay, so I'm going to stand right here, and I'm going to say, my name's Anthony Prichard, and this is the group. Okay. I'm going to stand in front of that light. Okay. And we're rolling in 3. Hi, my name's Anthony Prichard, and I've been coming here to BHS for 3 or 4 years now. It's a great networking group, all entrepreneurs who know that they are in their business because they were called to it by something that maybe they can't even explain or understand, but we're all here to support one another. Okay, and then the last one is to join us. And earlier, when I pointed out the pain, I compared BHS to other networking groups. And so I think I'll just go like this. That's a pretty good shot. Okay. And I'll ask them to join us, and at the end, you can all say join us. So you can stay seated, but you'll know when your cue is to say it, and then I'll just trust that we're on the same page and you'll be able to say it. Okay. All right. So we invite you to come down here to sit. No, cut. So that's the other thing too. You might have to take multiple cuts. So we. It's okay. I'm not perfect either. So we invite you to come down and join us. We're here at the corner of Garrison and Alameda every first and third Thursday at 7 a.m. Don't be late. All right. Awesome. It works, yeah. Okay. So now I've got an onboard video editor. In the end right there, you could see where I was reaching to touch the phone, and I want to cut that part out. We're on. Okay, so then I'll go to my video editor, and you may have an onboard video editor on your phone, and oh wait, I just go to the gallery actually to do this, and I pick up that video, and I say edit. And this is just my Samsung video editor, so you might find a different one. There's plenty one, yeah. So then I'll hit the trim button right there, and then I'll just trim the back end of it here. You can tell where to do it. I don't even have to play it. Boom. Okay, so then export that, and I'll call it CTA. Call to action. It's the end. That was based on the storyboard you saw earlier. And it should just take me, 20 seconds or something to export this. And then we'll go right into video editing. Now there's a free app called Video Shop. It's kind of like Photoshop, but it's Video Shop. And this is going to be the best baseline free video editing app. And I just discovered it last week. But it's even easier than the main one that I use. And so I'll show it to you.
What's it called again?
It's called Video Shop. And it's somewhere. Here it is. See, it's the last app I put in there. Shop. Like shopping. Okay. Right. So there's the plus video at the top. And it looks like I can record straight from this, or I can go to my album. And I'll go to the album. There's the one that I edited. Okay, and then this is the first one I did, which is actually the third one in my sequence. Here's Join Us. Here's a clip I did out in the parking lot. Here's another legend I did. And then here's the one I did in my car on the way to the meeting. So then, done. It's going to prepare those, bring them all in, and this one's going to take a little longer. So I've got an activity for you all while we wait for this. If you haven't made a video yet, this is the moment. And you're going to take out your phone. Don't worry, only a 2-second video. Okay? You can say this, but the video says a lot more than just 2 words. You're going to say your name and your title, just like we did over there earlier. It says more than that, though, doesn't it? This is the #1 thing people are looking for on your website. Whose website does this belong to, and what are they about? Are they going to stand behind their company, and are they going to be there if I have a problem? When you look into the eye of the camera, just like you're looking into the eye of your customer, and you say, my name's Anthony Prichard, I'm a certified Google partner and a YouTube specialist. Boom. Done. Drop the mic. That's what they're looking for. It says so much because your body language is communicating your confidence. So get together in a partner and make those 2-second videos. You've got...
Which is it best to do, this way or this way?
doesn't matter on this one.
Selfie camera isn't as
This
high quality, so do it the front-facing camera if you can.
front facing. Doesn't matter long ways or vertical for this one. What does matter is that you're going to learn by watching it. Okay? You're going to record this. Of course, you can do this at your own when it's not so noisy and it's going to be better quality. You're going to learn just by watching yourself on camera from this 2-second video. You've got 3 minutes. Make it quick. Go.
Which one is it?
Oh, you don't have to use the app to do this video.
No, I just thought I'd get
Oh,
that.
video shop.
Video shop. I'm not. When I searched it, must be one word.
Is it, you've got an Apple?
I do. Does it have? Can you get it with Apple? I don't know
Not
if you
sure.
can, actually. I don't think you can.
Oh, really? That's embarrassing.
It's good to know, I guess.
Yeah.
See, the problem is, you've been to those other networking groups. You can smell their commission breath. So we invite you to come down and join us.
Oh, yeah, thanks.